Hey y'all, it's Lindsay. I wanted to check in on my monthly focus list that I started back in January, and I gave an update a couple weeks in. This February, I had a different list of things, some things I kept from January, and some things I switched from January to something different here in February. And I thought I would give an update. It is mid-month, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. And I just thought I would touch base on the few things that I planned to focus on for this month. So some some things have transpired. But let's start with the wins. Number one, I talked about wanting to reduce my dairy consumption. I was eliminating everything except butter and whey protein isolate. I feel like I have a frog in my throat. I've been eating some creamy ice cream here, my cake batter ice cream, and it's it's stuck in my throat a little bit here. So one of my foci, if you will, one of them was to reduce the intake of dairy for myself. That included things like cheese, sour cream, heavy cream, yogurt, all of those things. Like I said, was not going to eliminate butter or whey protein. Those two things do not seem to cause cravings or have any kind of negative impact on me that I have found to date. So I decided to hold on to those two things because I do prepare lots of things with butter and I do prepare lots of things with whey protein isolate. So cheese, dairy, those things, previous exclusions excluded. I have done so well on this. I have not had the cheeses, I have not had the dairy, I've not had the sour cream, no yogurt, no heavy whipping cream. I have been toying around with a whipped cream machine. My mother-in-law gave me a whipped cream. I don't even remember the name of it. It's where you just you pour the cream into the carafe and you twist it on, and you've got the NO2 I'm making no sense right now, but that's okay. I've been working on a whipped cream substitute using this kind of a machine, and that has been going pretty well. It's using whey protein, so that's probably why it's working out well. But I haven't felt the need to eat a cheese stick or put sour cream on my chicken tacos or shredded cheese on chicken tacos or anything like that. And I mentioned in my two days of eating Ketovore that the Asian inspired flavors really help to steer me clear away from dairy and wanting dairy and that habit of adding shredded cheese or sour cream or heavy whipping cream. Like those flavors cause me to make a choice to steer clear from dairy. Barbecue is also helpful for me to steer clear from dairy. I do not marry cheeses with barbecued meats. So for me, that has been a good combination and or a good choice to steer clear from the dairy. So my attempts at reducing my dairy have gone very well. What else? I talked about wanting to do planks for 30 seconds, building up my form, making sure I was using good proper form, good technique, and building my core strength because, rib cage to hip bone, that area can always use strengthening. I want to support my back. And I don't know if many of you have known this or have gone back and watched any of my previous live videos, but in July of this past year, I did have a breast reduction surgery. And this past Tuesday, I had a revision done on some of the scar. There was a bit of scar that needed some revision. So I had that done, and that has put a halt to my plank challenge, my focus on building myself up through the plank technique and all that jazz. So that has been a bit frustrating. It's a bit of a setback. It doesn't mean I eliminate my focus in that respect, but it does mean that I am on a break from it until I am cleared to do that again. that also means one of my other foci, the third one, I don't know if it was number 1, 2, or 3, or 4, whatever. My other focus was to continue on going to our gym, our local gym, the YMCA, and swimming with my girls once per week and doing track endurance once a week. Well, that has also kind of been put on the back burner with my revision and trying to heal from that. So that means that we are taking it easier walking the track. I'm not cleared to swim for another couple of weeks. It was a total of 3 weeks being out of the pool. I think if I was just sitting soaking in the pool, they would have permitted that sooner. But because it is more intense than that, swimming laps is not the same thing as sitting in a hot tub. So I have not been cleared, and they told me 3 weeks. So I'm redirecting that energy to just taking it easy and keeping a steady pace while walking the track, and having the girls also do that with me. I actually try to get them to go a little bit harder than myself, just because they have not had a revision. So, and I struggle hard to remember what the last thing was. Oh, vitamins and supplements. On it. That is the other one of my 4 foci that I have really nailed. I have been staying on top of using the supplements I have. That has been very useful for me here recently. We've had some sniffles here and there, just like the typical hot, cold drainage kind of junk that happens whenever, when I say hot, I don't mean like, Texas hot in the February month. I mean like it hit over 40 degrees and everything started to melt, and whatever grass and other allergens are settled under the snow started to rise up. So we have been just kind of back and forth with a little bit of the nasal drip kind of thing with some of the girls and whatnot. So staying on top of my supplements has been a fantastic thing for me. I feel really solid doing that. I have not hit morning and night with what I've got scheduled out for myself to make sure that I don't overstimulate any kind of digestive issues with vitamin C and magnesium and all that jazz. I have them spread out so that my body can assimilate them well. And I've missed a day or 2 here and there, but not enough to make it a not successful focus for the month. So I'm feeling solid about that. And I know that facts aren't feelings, but I do feel encouraged by the fact that 2 of my 4 foci I've consistently done well, and that's encouraging. So, what else? This past weekend was quite eventful for us. Our church had a chili cook-off, a family fun night kind of a thing. My husband, he loves to use his smoker when he is inspired. He got very inspired, and he entered the chili contest with a smoked brisket smoked chili. So he smoked the brisket, chopped it up, put it into chili, smoked the whole vat of chili in the smoker. And so that was really exciting and fun. It was a delicious chili, I'm not gonna lie. So we enjoyed that a lot. He did actually win the chili contest, which that was exciting. We've never done that before, like entered something into a contest and actually won. So that was really cool. It's a local church. What's really going to happen? So we did that. That meant a lot of time here, a lot of energy here, spent trimming his brisket. He did that. I took all of the trimmings, the fat trimmings, and I rendered it down. It's not officially tallow, but it's tallow adjacent, since it was a lot of muscle meat fat instead of it being true suet to become tallow. And that's kind of fun to cook with. I made a brisket scramble this morning for breakfast because we had some leftovers. We hosted our home group and had them over for the Super Bowl. We had leadership meetings. We had all kinds of things happening, all while trying to smoke the things on the smoker and just get everything sorted out. So it's been a very, very busy weekend for us. And I had been on quite the roll here with my channel of making a video and uploading it and doing that every other day. And I was really excited about that because it felt consistent to me. And that's one thing I like, when I can be on on target with being consistent. Like, I really love doing YouTube as a hobby, and being consistent with it makes me feel like my creative juices are flowing better, and I can, you know, have some little hobby that's mine, as opposed to just always dealing with, you know, homeschooling and housework and other activities that we have going on in our community. So that really, like, I've been feeling energized by doing that. And then this weekend happened, and I had like all of my energy, attention, focus steered toward what we had going on. And so I had nothing to share with you today, and I really wanted to. So I felt like going live, and yeah, that's about the long and the short of it. I hope to be consistent with uploading as the month progresses, just because, like I said, it's a fun outlet for me. It makes it gives me energy, to be honest. So I don't know what else. Like I said, I'm eating my creamy ice cream for lunch today, and I do have a recipe video. Let's use all of the adjectives to make it make sense. I do have a recipe video sharing how I make this one. I bought a bunch of the super fats keto sprinkles, the colorful ones. Love those. Love those. So I mixed those into this, and it's delicious. Delicious. Perfect Keto is the only place I have found the super fats sprinkles at a reasonable price, and they had some kind of a sale going on through, was it through Valentine's Day? I'm not a fan of the Perfect Keto exogenous ketones, their base. That's not my jam. But these sprinkles, I was able to find them for a really good price. So I went ahead and bought a bundle of them. I bought, I think, 8 packets of it. When I opened the package, my husband said, why do we need all of the sprinkles? I said, well, when you can get them for, what was it, like 20 or 25% off, you stock up and you pay shipping one time. I think I actually may have gotten free shipping on that order. But regardless, I'm really excited to have the sprinkles back in my life. I love the creamy. It was for sure a fantastic Christmas gift for my husband. Really, the gift was giving him the access to the ice cream at any time, not necessarily the machine itself. So anyway, all of that to say, I had a really exciting, fun weekend. I'm really worn out from it, but I'm excited to get back into regular, you know, content creation. I hate that phrase. That just feels so pretentious. I don't know. It's just me. Like, I'm sure other people, like, it doesn't sound pretentious to me when other people say it, but to me, when I hear it come out of my mouth, I'm like, ugh, this is a hobby. So anyway, all of that to say, my foci are going well. There's a few setbacks related to my physical well-being that I am going to patiently wait out, but continue to work toward and keep moving forward. So that's all I have to share with you today. I really appreciate you being here if you are here with me live, watching the replay if you are watching the replay, and I hope to see y'all in my next video.